UFC Fight Night in Las Vegas just ended, and I'm recording this video right after, giving you my overall summary of the event. And let me tell you, it was a good event, but not for our picks. I went 0-3 in the pick'em, and well, sometimes shit happens, and I wasn't. I was not on point that night. Mateusz Gamrot lost, Billy Quarantillo lost, and Louis Sutherland also lost. But we will get it back on UFC 331, I guess. If not, UFC 332 is also very good. It's a banger of a card. Arman Tsarukyan versus Mauricio Hafi is very good, so I think it's gonna be super interesting. But for now, I've got something else in mind. For now, I've got UFC tier list, UFC GOAT tier list, exactly. I already recorded it once, so it's gonna be a little bit easier for me considering I already made my mind on some of the picks. Let me tell you, obviously, in the comments if you agree, and if you like this sort of content, also leave a like and subscription. So we are gonna rate the fighters on not top 25, 21, 25, 16, 20, 11, 15, 6, 10, and 2, 5, and the GOAT. I think it's is the best possible summary that we can give for all of the fighters. And I'm gonna start with the first three fighters that, in my opinion, are not top 25, and I'm gonna tell you why they are not top 25. My expectations for a fighter to be considered a GOAT, my criteria are performance that he has inside of the octagon. I think this is very important because obviously this is what we judge the fighter on. Was he trying to be great? Obviously double champ, possible triple champ status if it's possible. Longevity, if he is actually like LeBron James in basketball, a longevity GOAT, or is he trying to be a guy who is staying for a long time in the octagon or not? And is he also fighting for a long time? And those are the most important criteria for me. Obviously, level of competition as well is very important because level of competition shows who was able to fight who and how tough of a competition there was. So, getting that out of the way, I think Dricus du Plessis is definitely not even in the conversation. He's been around for too short amount of time. Unfortunately for him, it's just no way for him to be in that conversation. He won the title, he defended it, then he lost the title. Now he is again in the conversation of getting the title back, but he's not even close. Before in KSW, he was also very good. He's been in the scene for quite a long time, obviously, due to the fact that he was able to be a KSW champ. He beat Roberto Soldic when he was like a huge underdog. But yeah, you are not a UFC GOAT for that. Sean O'Malley is also not the GOAT. He got the title, he defended it versus Marlon Vera, then he lost it. He was not able to get Frumer up, so he's not even in the conversation. Khamzat Chimaev is also not in the conversation. Obviously, these are very well-known fighters, but they are not in the conversation, in my opinion. They've been around for not that long of a time, so maybe we can add them to this list. In 3, 4, 5 years, we will see how their career goes. Moving on, we move on to... I would actually pick all of the fighters that are not, in my opinion, in the conversation, so it's easier for us to choose later on. And I've got the photo on my left of the fighters that I picked that, in my opinion, are not. And unfortunately, I think that Conor McGregor is also not in the conversation. And the reason I think this way is very simple. When we look at Conor McGregor's career, he was the featherweight champion. He was the lightweight champion. He's the only fighter that got knockouts in 3 weight divisions. But he won the titles. He never defended them. Then he went away from UFC from 2017 to 2018. There was a year layoff. Then there was 2 years layoff. And then there was a 5-year layoff. I mean, he was not that active. His last win was in 2020, which is like 6 years ago. So he will not have any wins in the last 7 years soon, which is crazy to think about it. And even though, in my opinion, I'm like a die-hard Conor fan, this is the guy that definitely changed the UFC, changed the MMA, and if not for Conor, we would never ever talk about UFC in the way we are talking right now. But in my opinion, it's just, he's not in the conversation. Also, I've got Sean Strickland here. Oh, obviously, a legend, an incredible champion, the guy that was like, he won the title. He was able to get 2 incredible upsets versus Israel Adesanya, who is on the list, and Khamzat Chimaev, who is on the list. But he was not able to defend the title as many times as you would want him to be for the GOAT, and he's just not in the conversation for me. There are not many reasons to even be in the conversation. Same goes for TJ Dillashaw. He was able to defend the title a few times. He was able to beat Cody Garbrandt. He was able to fight versus Dominic Cruz, but overall Dominic Cruz beat him. Then he went away, he came back, he beat Corey Sandhagen, and obviously the last fight I think he had was versus Marlon Vera. It was Dominic Cruz who had the last fight versus Marlon Vera. His last fight was against Aljamain Sterling, who's, I think, on the list, maybe? I'm not sure. No, he's not. So yeah, that's basically my opinion on it. Okay, let's focus on Valentina Shevchenko. And Valentina Shevchenko, for me, is on the list. The reason I have her on my list is the fact that, first of all, she is in the conversation of being a woman's GOAT fighter with Amanda Nunes as well. This conversation is not with a lot of women. We don't talk this way about Joanna Jędrzejczyk. We don't talk this way about Zhang Weili, Rose Namajunas, even though we all know them. It's only Valentina Shevchenko and Amanda Nunes. And frankly, I think that Valentina beat Amanda. I think it was the second time they fought. I think she was actually robbed of this win, honestly. So in my opinion, she deserves that spot. She defended the title so many times, and then she was able to get the title back. Then she dominated Zhang Weili. She's an incredible champion. She is, and she will be remembered, in my opinion, as, to me, one of the GOATs, honestly. Same goes for Amanda. Super dominant, incredible champion, was able to beat Chris Cyborg. I'm not sure what's what's the story with her and Kayla Harrison for now, but yeah, I think they will fight soon. Ilia Topuria is next, and Ilia Topuria is definitely somewhere here or here. And before you say, how can you rate him so high? He just lost against Gaethje. Yeah, he lost once. Before that, he never lost. He dominated insane guys. He won versus Charles Oliveira, who is on the list and who is one of the greatest ever. He was able to win versus Volkanovski, who is also on the list, and he dominated him. He was able to beat Max Holloway, who is also on this list. This guy is incredible, and I think 6-10 is most likely a good spot for him. We will see how, obviously, the list will go, but for now I will put him 6-10. Justin Gaethje, I think, is also on the list, but he will be lower. The main reason being, he only just now won the title. He's been around for a long time, which is very good for him. He was able to get the title finally. He is very good, obviously, but in my opinion, he's due to the fact of how many losses he has versus Dustin Poirier, versus Eddie Alvarez. I think he lost versus Eddie. I need to double check that, but I'm quite sure he lost versus Eddie. But I need to just double check it so I don't make a blunder or anything. Yes, he lost versus Eddie, he lost versus Dustin and versus Khabib and versus Max Holloway, obviously. Other than that, he has an incredible career. For me, he's one of the greatest for sure, but he is not high in the conversation for me. So I'll put him here, but not way higher. Khabib Nurmagomedov is next. And I know that what I say right now is gonna be super controversial to you. You're gonna all say oh, why is he so low? But to me, for our criteria that I just told you, he can't be higher than here. And the reason is very simple. He was never a double champ. He was never close to being a double champ. He always fought in one weight class. His record, 29-0, is mainly built on fighting the Russian guys for the first 15 wins of his career. The only important wins of his career that he had was RDA, impressive. Conor, impressive. Dustin, impressive. Justin Gaethje, impressive. There are no other wins that are impressive. You can maybe say Edson Barboza. That's it. Winning versus Alla Quinta, it's not impressive. He's a real estate agent. He was a real estate agent back at the time. So he has 5 important wins. He became the champion. He defended the title, and then he basically is gone. So to me, he's here. Maybe I can put him here later on, but yeah, to me, he's here. Like, he never jumped between the weight classes. He's not really a longevity king, because he went and retired pretty much instantly after he fought. Obviously, it was due to the fact of what happened with his father. I can understand that, but we need to judge it the way we judge it. So yeah. Speaking of someone who should be higher on this list is Islam Makhachev, and I will put him right here. For me, he's Khabib, but better. He is the double champion. He was able to get the double champ status. He's better on the feet than Khabib. He's better on the ground than Khabib. He was able to beat Volkanovski twice. The first fight was argumentative, but he beat him overall, fair and square. If he beats Ian Gary, that just cements his legacy, and I think it's the toughest test that he can possibly have. I mean, beating Ian Gary is no joke. He's very good. I know we can meme a lot about Ian Gary, but he's actually a super good fighter. So if he beats him, he beat Charles Oliveira, and Charles was on a huge run as well. So Islam is, in my opinion at least, top 3, top 4 for sure. I mean, I don't like Dagestani guys. I have my own reasons to not like them, but I need to be honest about it. He's definitely top 3, top 4. And yeah, that's the way I see it. We move on. Stipe Miocic is next, and I think that Stipe Miocic, I can put him around 11, 15, somewhere around here. He is the heavyweight GOAT for many. He was able to get huge amount of wins. Obviously, he was fighting against John Jones. He fought against Francis Ngannou. Even when he was 42 or 43, when he fought Jones, it was a long time ago. It was in 2024. But, I mean, we have to be honest. I mean, he was still able to put some pressure on Jones, honestly. And he defended the titles 3 times. Then he won the title again and defended it. I mean, he is very good. And the level of the competition he had, Andrei Arlovski, Fabricio Verdum, Alistar Overeem, and even before that, I mean, beating the guys like Stefan Struve. Oh, sorry, he lost versus him. Never mind. I thought he got the rematch versus him. He never got the rematch versus him. That's surprising. I thought he got the rematch versus him. Oh yeah, never mind. It was because he lost, and then when he came back, there was the situation that Struve already lost, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, I mean, 11-15, not much higher. Maybe we can put him 16-20, but yeah, 11-15 is fair enough, I would say. Alexander Pantoja is difficult because, on one hand, he is very good. I mean, even DJ said that he would be like the next Demetrius Johnson of the division. Very good takedowns, very good on the feet. I mean, apart from the Steve Hersek fight, but overall a very good fighter. Was able to beat Moreno. Was able to beat a lot of guys who honestly are so difficult to beat for other fighters. Like for example, Hersek, even though it was a close fight. Like Royale. So to me, he is in that conversation. I'm not gonna put him quite up there, like super high, because in my opinion, he needs to beat Joshua Van and then defend the title versus Tatsuro Taira or Joshua Van again, and then he moves up, in my opinion, a lot. For now, I'm gonna put him here. Daniel Cormier, and Daniel Cormier, in my opinion, is somewhere here, 6-10, and I have my 3 main reasons for it. Double champ status is there. He became the double champion. He beat Stipe Miocic, who is also on the list. He fought for such a long time. The last fight of his career was when he was like 43 or something like that. Insane. He started late as well. We need to say it how it is. He started late. He beat Anderson Silva, who is also on the list. He, if not for John Jones, he would be considered like top 5 for sure. He lost twice versus John Jones, which is obviously a small thing that we cannot forget, but he became a double champion. He dominated his division when John Jones left. He was able to go up to heavyweight a lot. Like overall, everything he did, I think he deserves to be in top 10 for sure. Demetrius Johnson is easy top 2, top 5. We can even put him as the GOAT. I've never seen a guy so talented, so flexible in terms of how easy it was for him and how smart he was inside of the octagon. Honestly, I mean, the way he was able to just create opportunities for himself. He beat Henry Cejudo, who is like also on the list. He was able to dominate other guys, just honestly just beat the shit out of them for most of the time. And then he went to one championship for this trade. I think it was the trade DJ for Ben Askren, which is a horrible trade. Jesus Christ. I mean, looking back at time, it's a horrible trade that this was even a thing. He became a champion in one championship. He dominated in one championship. He dominated in UFC. For me, I mean, he defended the title so many times. Like, we cannot forget. Like, I need to show you this, DJ UFC. I mean, look at how many times he was able to defend the titles. He won the title right here, right? So he won the title right here. He lost versus Dominic Cruz. It's important. He won the title right here. And from 2012 to fucking 2017, he was always a champion. And he lost the title in 2018. For 6 years, no one was even close to getting the title from him. No one was even close. I mean, top 2 for me. For me, he's top 2. GSP is a similar case. Top 5 for sure. Canadian legend. Beat multiple guys. Definitely something that gives him a favor in this list is the fact, obviously, that he rarely lost rounds during his career. We can talk about Johnny Hendricks, but Johnny Hendricks was just on USADA treatment back in the time. So yeah, I mean, he was just very, very good back then. GSP, definitely on the list. Very high on the list as well. He lost, but he was able to avenge the losses. He became the double champion, you can argue, but I give him like a half a point for that because he waited for a moment. He picked his moment, right? It's not like he went up because he felt like he has to become the champion right now. He waited for his moment. Then Michael Bisping became a champion, and he was like, okay, this is the moment. This is exactly the moment that I can become the champion, and he became the champion. It's smart. It's it's smart. It's smart career management. Kudos to him. But it's not a badass move that we as fans would expect. So yeah, for me, top 5. Merab is either not in the conversation or 21-25. I will put him 21-25 for now because I'm not sure where to put him, but we will see later on. Volk is definitely in the conversation. I will put him from 6 to 10. Featherweight GOAT, was able to beat Max Holloway 3 times. Fought versus Topuria, lost. Fought versus Islam Makhachev, lost, but he fought versus the best competition possible. He was always on point. He's still on point. He's fighting Diego Lopez. He will soon be fighting on UFC 333, I think Movzar, which is like a super tough fight for him. And honestly, I think he's gonna lose this fight, but I mean, incredible career, incredible resume. He jumped between weight classes. He wanted to be the best in terms of that. He beat Jose Aldo. He beat Chad Mendes. I mean, the resume speaks for itself, and he is definitely from top 6 to top 10. I cannot imagine otherwise. Same goes for Alex Pereira, in my opinion. Almost became a triple champion. Incredible career. Was able to beat Adesanya. Then, obviously, beat Magomed Ankalaev. Beat Jamaha Hill. Beat so many guys that honestly are just also considered legends. He beat Sean Strickland as well. Yes, he lost versus Cyril Gane, but he's still super dangerous. He will still most likely be fighting for the title, so I imagine him versus Josh Hockett now, and if he beats Hockett, then he fights for the title, and maybe he gets the title as well. We will see. But for the criteria that we are having here, and the main criteria having the level of performances, the guy he fought against and other things, I mean, he has to be in this conversation for sure. Jose Aldo is in the conversation, but I'm not sure where. He went to bantamweight. He had some unlucky fights versus Zahabi, versus Moraes. He was not able to get the wins. He fought well in bantamweight as well. He dominated the featherweight for so many years, beat Chad Mendes twice. Also fought versus Conor McGregor, obviously the famous fight that he lost. Then he came back, he fought versus Max Holloway, lost, but he's still in the conversation. He dominated for years. For years he dominated. He was so good. I mean, he has to be in the conversation. He was the champion for so many years. People forget how good he was. I'll put him here, but I think he is somewhere here for now. I'm not sure where I'll put him later on, but yeah. People tend to forget, but I don't forget. Cain Velasquez is in the conversation, but he's not that high. I'll put him somewhere here. He was the champ. He was able to dominate the guys like Brock Lesnar, for example. But overall, looking back at his career, like we have to look at the numbers, level of performances, and so on. And when we look at it, even though it was very impressive, and his career was still very impressive, I mean, yeah, he beat some good guys, right? But then this layoff, this 3-year layoff, is like... and this loss was so brutal as well. And this loss was so brutal versus Fabricio Verdum. Yeah, he defended the titles, but I cannot put him much higher than that. Sorry. I just can't do that. He's somewhere here, but not higher than that. Peter Yan. It's a tough one. Because he's kind of similar to Cain Velasquez, but he has a better resume than Cain Velasquez overall. He was able to defend the title. He won the title the first time. Then he lost it versus Aljamain Sterling, but we all know he didn't lose it. It was just stupid from him to be in the situation that he was. Then he lost versus Merab Dvalishvili. Then he lost versus Sean O'Malley, the fight that he won, in my opinion. And then he came back, and the way that he was able to come back is just super impressive. He beat guys like Corey Sanhagen. Then he beat Merab as well. And now he's most likely going to fight Sean O'Malley or Merab again. In my opinion, he's somewhere here, or he's not in the conversation. We will see. Henry Cejudo is right here. Double champ, beat TJ Dillashaw, was able to, honestly, I mean, looking back at his career, he was actually insane. Triple C was always on point. Like, beat TJ, beat DJ as well, became the champion, dominated for a long time actually. Like, people also tend to forget like how good he was because they look at the last fight that he has, obviously when he came back from the retirement, because it didn't look good. I mean, this is just so not looking too good, right? That's not looking too good. But if he finished his career right here, he would be considered much higher in the GOAT list. So to me, I have to... I'm thinking, because if I actually compare him to Peter Yan, I'm not sure if it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I mean, no, it actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, he's somewhere top 20, top 21, maybe. Yeah, top 20. He's somewhere in top 20. Matt Hughes, I mean, 50 fights, more than 50 fights on his record. Incredible career. Super good fighter. But not higher than 1620 or 2125. Sorry. Anderson Silva is somewhere here. I cannot put him higher because I have a feeling that the case that people have for Anderson Silva being a GOAT is kind of overrated. Yes, he's one of the legends, one of the best ever, but he lost so many fights. He just lost so many fights. He fought versus Weidman, he lost. He fought versus Adesanya, he lost. And I know those were the fights that he had at the end of his career, but they all count. He fought versus Bisping, lost, and you cannot be considered the GOAT. He has a better resume than these guys, but he definitely has not better resume than these guys. So I think this is the first spot for him, honestly. Dominic Cruz is right here. Beat DJ, was the champ for a long time, beat TJ as well. Super impressive. A bit higher than Henry Cejudo in my opinion. If not for injuries, probably could have been much higher. Incredible champion, and honestly, he's probably one of the few champs that came back from such a long layoffs and was able to still get wins. It's super impressive. Unfortunately, he lost his last fight versus Marlon Vera, but still a legend. And for me, we cannot put him higher than these guys. I think that, I mean, he didn't jump between weight classes, so I have to like put Henry a little bit higher and put Dominic Cruz a little bit maybe lower. But yeah, I think that's fine. Charles Oliveira, and this is a tough one, honestly. I need to think about this one because it's a tough one. I'm the biggest Charles fan possible, so I'm biased as fuck on this one. So when we look at longevity, this guy is fighting in the UFC from 2010. 2010. I was 11. Now I'm 27. And he's been fighting for such a long time. A lot of losses, a lot of bad losses as well he had. But then this happened. I mean, honestly. He just got his shit right. And it's a beautiful thing. He became the champion. He defended. And the level of the competition is crazy, man. Kevin Lee, Tony Ferguson, Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Islam Makhachev, Arman Sarukian, Ilya Topuria, and Max Holloway again. I mean, it's crazy, man. And he became a BMF champion. So for longevity, he got all the points he can possibly get. For jumping between weight classes, pretty much same. Because he fought at featherweight, then he moved to lightweight, right? Level of performances as well. The only thing that is kind of bothering me is obviously that, like, this amount of losses. We cannot put him higher. But I do think he has, like, for me, he's here. I'm not sure if he's higher than Khabib, but yeah, I think I would put him higher than Khabib. I'm just a Khabib hater, I guess, but yeah. Randy Couture. I mean, this guy is a fucking legend. I mean, he became the champion how many times? 6? I'm not sure, but I think 6. I think he became the champion 6 times, if I'm correct. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think he became the champ 6 times, which is nuts. I know the level of the competition was a little bit different, but he won the championship. He won the UFC lightweight championship here, not heavyweight. So jumping between weight classes. Then again, he won the championship. I mean, level of the competition is a little bit lower. But, I mean, we have to give him a spot. He's definitely in the conversation. And I would put him somewhere here, honestly. I'm not sure if it's a correct spot for him, but yeah. I mean, he won the title so many times. He fought for a long time. He's a Hall of Famer. He jumped between the weight classes. So I guess for that, I should give him a spot even over Jose Aldo. But he lost the fights as well, which is making it a little bit harder, obviously. Yeah. I mean, it's a right spot. I would say it's a right spot. Okay. Now it's getting interesting. I mean, BJ Penn considering how his career went, and the last like 10 fights of his career are a massive stain over his career. Like it's just it's so bad. And he lost versus Frankie Edgar as well. I mean, you will hate me for it. I mean, I cannot put him out of the conversation when Merab is in the conversation and Cain Velasquez is as well. I have to put him here, but we have too many people here, so we will have to fix it. But yeah, it's fine. Dustin is definitely not in the conversation, so it's an easy one. And before all of you hate me, he was never the champion, so he cannot be in the conversation. Simple as that. He had a good level of the competition, but he was never the champion, so there is no conversation. Izzy is here. Izzy is definitely here. He beat Yoel Romero, he beat Anderson Silva, he beat Robert Whittaker, he beat all of the guys that were the threat. He cleaned the division twice, basically. And then he moved up, and he dared to be great. He fought versus Jan Blachowicz, lost, but he tried. Didn't work out, but he dared to be great. So for me, definitely one of the best guys. Kamaru Usman. It's a tough one again. I mean, Kamaru should be here. Legit. I mean, honestly, I'm trying to check what I had on my other list. I had him on 1620, but now thinking about it, he is the welterweight GOAT compared to GSP as well. He defended the title so many times. He beat Sean Strickland. He beat Colby Covington. He beat Leon Edwards. And then he lost versus him as well. But he beat him as well. He beat Tyron Woodley. The level of the competition was almost always high. Then he moved up the weight class, fought versus DDP, fought versus Kamzat. I mean, super good career overall. Honestly, super good career. He was known for having a boring fight, but then the fight that he had versus Jorge Masvidal as well. There was this famous interview that he said he's like only 30%, and Dana was so mad, and then he just came back and he changed. So yeah, I will put him here. And I know what we will do. I will put Max here, and I will put Amanda and Valentina out of the conversation. And the reason is very simple. I don't feel good putting them here. I mean, they are not like... I think it could be controversial, but I think that men and women, should be judged differently. Like, how do you want to compare her to John Jones? It's impossible. Just these two are women's GOAT conversation. We can make a woman's like GOAT tier list, but I cannot like possibly judge them the same way. I cannot put them in the same conversation, and this cleans up this room. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. That's my opinion on it. And John Jones, for me, is the GOAT. I know a lot of people are gonna say, okay, but he took steroids. Yeah, but if he did the same amount of steroids he did back then, now it would have been legal. Okay, but he lost. He lost once, and now these elbows that he threw back then are legal. Other than that, he never lost. The level of the competition is super crazy. He fought versus DC, beat him. He fought versus Cyril Gunn, beat him. Fought versus Rampage, fought versus Lyoto Machida, fought versus Shogun, fought versus all of the old guard, and then he cleaned up the division. He's the youngest champ ever. He is the GOAT. There is no one apart from DJ that is even close. And the reason I'm gonna put John Jones on this list is because DJ didn't create such an excitement like John Jones, which is also important. And also John Jones actually jumped up to heavyweight and he became a heavyweight champion. He beat Stipe Miocic, who is also on this list. So I mean, we have to be honest. We have to be honest. So yeah. And now I'll have to change my list a little bit. and we will see how it goes. I'll put Volk on 5th, maybe a bit too high. Is he a bit too high though? I need to double check, but I don't think I put him too high. But I will double check just in case. Yeah, 4 title defenses, then he lost versus Islam, then he came back and defended again. Then he lost, but he came back and won again. I mean, yeah, he did. He deserves the spot. Is he higher than... I mean, I need to check Anderson again. I mean, I need to double check Anderson. Honestly. I mean, no, I mean, you... Even though the level of the competition is lower, and these losses stink a lot, and this is horrible, like this. I mean, no, we can't do it. We have to do it like this. Yeah, this way is fair, I think. This way is fair. Yeah, that's how I would put it. I think it's fair, honestly. Now I need to fix my list. So on the first list, I had John Jones, DJ, Islam, GSP, Anderson, which is correct. And I had Daniel Cormier on my 10th, and here was a little bit different. I had Alex Pereira a little bit higher. But overall, is Alex Pereira higher than DC? I'm not too sure about that. I think that top 10 is good for him, looking back at it. DC is good here. I think this is correct. 11 to 15, I had Charles under Khabib. Yeah. I mean, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, honestly, because I don't think that Oliveira deserves to go here. But yeah, I mean, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Now I have an issue about that, honestly. It's not easy at all. Okay, I think I can fix it. Or maybe I won't fix it. I'll just leave it like this. Okay, let's say I leave this one like this. But on the other hand, why would I put Khabib higher? Why would I put Khabib higher than Easy and Stipe? I mean, okay, I mean, I can just leave it here. I cannot put him here. I mean, that would have been too much. And does Charles deserve to be? I mean, yeah, he does. He actually does. The longevity and all of that, and yeah, I think he does. 16 to 20, it's a bit tough. Sorry for that. Max there is fair. I would put Max there. I mean, would I actually? No, I think. I mean, yeah. The amount of title defenses as well. He jumped up to 155. He won the BMF as well. He fought for so many years. I mean, yeah. Fair enough. Dominic Cruz and Henry Cejudo being higher than him is fine. Randy Couture being higher than him is also fine for me. And Jose Aldo on the GOAT list being higher than him. Yeah, I guess. I'm fine with that, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Let's leave it like that. And we have 5, 9, 14, 19, and now we have to 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We have to remove one from here. I mean, if I had to remove one, I would just remove Cain Velasquez. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, yeah. I would put BJ Penn here. Merab and Piotr are good. And yeah, I'm not sure what I would do with Justin, but I have a feeling like him being lower is fine. Is Alexandre Pantoja higher? No, he's not. I guess it's correct. But is he higher than... I need to double check. I don't want to, make such a blunder. We already prepared it for a long while. I don't want to fuck this up. He has 4 title defenses. The level of the competition was also fine, but the matchups were not hard for him. Those are like pixel perfect matchups for him, literally. And this was this guy's debut, by the way. And this is also not the tough matchup. The first tough matchup he got, he lost. So yeah. I mean, yeah, I can't put him higher than that, sorry. I would do that. That's fair for me. I'm not sure about Justin being higher. I mean, let's leave it like that. I think it's fine. And now not top 25. I mean, I'll just copy what I had. I'll put Sean higher, obviously, because he has to be higher than that. Dricus is basically at the end of the conversation. Dustin's at the end, he's here. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with that. So we have 5, 9, 14, 19, and 25. In a bit of a different order, but I think it works. Yeah, this is my list. I'm quite happy with that, honestly. It's a bit different than I thought what would be, but let me know if you disagree with anything in the comments. I'm very curious if you agree or disagree. But in my opinion, again, looking at the criteria that we had, so the level of the competition is one thing. The performances, if he dares to be great, the double champ or triple champ status, and the longevity thing. I think that it's kind of fair. But I could be wrong. Honestly, anyone could be wrong. I'm fine with all of the opinions. Unless you put Arman Sarukian somewhere here, I will just lose my mind. But other than that, I'm fine with it. So if you like this episode, let me know. Obviously, I'm not putting Valentina and Amanda. I already gave you my reasons. But this is my UFC MMA GOAT tier list. If I were to put them, I'm not sure where. Honestly, we can talk about it, but I'm not sure where I would put them. So tough to tell. Yeah, let me know where you would put Amanda and Valentina. And obviously, if you like this video, leave a like, leave a subscription button, and we will see each other in the next video. Cheers!